नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिति नामिने। नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वतीप्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाशतान्ये। नमस्ते प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाशदान्ये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैतगदाधर श्रीवास गौरभक्त वृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैतगदाधर श्रीवास गौरभक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. I pay my obeisances to Srila Prabhupada. I extend my gratitude to Srila Prabhupada and also many praises to him. Srila Prabhupada ji has shown us a simple way to reach to our back to our Godhead. All go to Srila Prabhupada for his wonderful devotional services to Srimati Radharani and Lord Gopinath. Now this Bhagavath Katha will continue till 9:30 a.m. This is online. You can see on online also later. We are in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. It's in the second chapter, Divinity and Divine Services. Divinity is about the all incarnations of Supreme God Sri Krishna. It narrates in detail. We are in the third verse of this second chapter. Here in the first chapter, the Muni sages at Naimisharanya, they have raised many questions to Suta Maharshi. In reply to their questions, in this chapter, he started telling about the narration of all the incarnations. The third verse, I'll repeat word by word. You please repeat me 3 times. Yaha. Please tell loudly because it is recorded in YouTube. You can hear voice also. Yaha Swanubhavam Akila Shruti Saram Ekam Adhyatma Deepam Atiti Trishtatam Tamo Andam Samsarinam Karnayaha Purana Guhyam Tam Vyasam Sunam Upayami Gurum Muninam Yaha Swanubhavam Akila Shruti Saram Ekam Adhyatma Deepam Aditi Trushatam Tamo Andam Samsarinam Karunayaha Purana Guhyam Tam Vyasasunum Upayami Gurum Muninam Yaha Swanubhavam Akila Shruti Saram Ekam Ajnata Deepam Atiti Shratam Tamo Andam Samsarinam Karunyaha Purana Gushyam Tam Vyasasunam Upayami Gurum Muninam Yaha Swanubhavam Akila Shruti Saram Ekam Adhyatma Deepam Aditi Satam Tamo Andam Samsarinam Karunyaha Purana Gushyam Tam Vyasasunum Upayami Gurum Muninam. Word to word meaning of this verse is Yaha, he. This is Bhagavath Katha is going on. You please sit down. If you don't understand English, I can narrate in Telugu also. This will go up to 9:30. You have time, you can sit down. తెలుగు వస్తుందా, ఇంగ్లీష్ వస్తుందా? ఇంగ్లీష్ వస్తుందంటే ఇంగ్లీష్ కంటిన్యూ అవుతుంది, మీకు లేదా తెలుగులో కూడా చెప్తాను, కూర్చోవచ్చు. యహ హీ హూ స్వ అనుభవం, సెల్ఫ్ అసిమిలేటెడ్, దే ఆర్ సెల్ఫ్ అసిమిలేటెడ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్డ్. Akila means all around. Shruti, the Vedas. Saram, cream. Ekam, the only one. Adhyatma, transcendental. Deepam, torchlight. Atiti, satam, desiring to overcome. Tamaha, andam, deeply dark material existence. Samsarinam, of the materialistic men. Karunya, out of causeless mercy. Aha, said. Purana, supplement to the Vedas. Vishyam, very confidential. Tam, unto whom, unto him. Vyasam, Sunum, the son of Vyasadeva, that is Sukadeva Maharshi. Upayami, let me offer obeisances. Gurum, the spiritual master. Muninam, of the great sages. Here in the word by word meaning also, here it is Purana means the supplement of Vedas. Vyasa Maharshi, after compiling Mahabharata, the great epic, he has compiled 18 Puranas and Upapuranas. Because in this Kali Yuga we don't have time at all. Everybody, they will be coming, have the and go away, they can't have some time here. So for that purpose, for such people who can spend only little time, these Puranas and Upapuranas have been made, which are, it's the essence of Vedas only. It is made in easy to understand in chapter wise. Here also it is given chapter wise only. There again, it is also Puranas tell about different demigods also, Devatas, and it will be in very short. With by going through Bhagavatam, Mahabharata and Vedas, we get all the full details. There in Puranas, we get only essence of the Vedas. So, here it is also said, he is offering obeisances to his spiritual master. See, Saunaka Muni is offered praise to Suta Maharshi. Suta Maharshi, before answering to the questions of these sages, he offered his praise to his spiritual master, that is Shuka Maharshi. Shuka Maharshi is the son of Vyasadeva. Similarly, while starting this Bhagavatam today here, we have offered our praise to Srila Prabhupada, who is our spiritual master. Let me offer, this translation of this verse is, let me offer my respectful obeisances unto him, that is Shuka Maharshi, the son of Vedavyasa, the spiritual master of all sages. Though we can't see Shuka Maharshi or Vyasadeva, we can pay obeisances to them also, because they are appearing in a divine bodies in a different way. We can't see them through these eyes. These materialistic eyes, we can't see them. But otherwise, they are, as our souls are eternal, they are also eternal. Vyasa Bhagavan himself is Krishna incarnation. He, like Krishna Bhagavan is Sarva Vyapi, all over, spread over. Like that, Vyasa Maharshi is also in a different body, he is there. So we need to offer our obeisances to them. The son of Vyasa, who out of his great compassion for those gross materialists who struggle to cross over the darkest regions of material existence, spoke this most confidential supplement to the cream of Vedic knowledge after having personally assimilated it by experience. Sukadeva Maharshi got all this Bhagavatam instruction when he was in mother's womb for 16 years. He did not have any other spiritual masters. He had he was completely supplemented with the cream of Vedic knowledge. And he has imparted this Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj 7 days before his Raja leaving this world. But otherwise, this Bhagavatam is meant for the materialistic persons like us today. In Kali Yuga, we don't understand any other Vedas or epics. We need to follow this. Bhagavatam is in very simple language that we need to understand. So, for our purpose, he has supplemented this cream of Vedic knowledge. After having this personally assimilated in his mother's womb. In this now the purport of this translation, we are going for the detailed explanation of this verse. In this prayer, Srila Sudha Goswami practically summarizes the complete introduction of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is the natural supplementary commentary of the Vedanta Sutras. Whatever four Vedas, actually it was only one Veda, it was split for our purpose into four Vedas. Yajurveda, Rigveda, Samaveda, Adharna Veda. And again, we were given by Ramayana by Valmiki Maharshi and Mahabharata as Panchama Veda. Apart from that, we are being provided with 18 Puranas and Upapuranas. All these scriptures, they contain Vedanta Sutras. Whatever in principles, Sutras means principle. Vedanta is again philosophy of Vedas. Whatever is mentioned in those Vedas, they have been given as a supplementary commentary for us to understand. Srila Prabhupada, during his lifetime, he has all these were in Sanskrit language. They were translated by great Srila Prabhupada into English versions, and he has presented to us all over the world. This supplementary of this English version is also now available in Telugu and Hindi. But since most of the people can understand this English easily, so we are following English version of Srila Prabhupada. The Vedanta Sutras or the Brahma Sutras were compiled by Vyasadeva with a view to presenting just the cream of knowledge. This Brahma has Chaturmukha Brahma. Vyasadeva has compiled these Brahma Sutras. Ishopanishad. In Brahma Sutras, one of them is Om Purnamidam Purnamadaha Purnad Vachyate Purnasya Purnamadai Purname Vavashishyate is there. In that, what it narrates, it tells God is complete. All spread over. There is nothing without God. He is Paripurna, He is complete. No one can be so complete. We are all only Supreme God is complete. That is what it means. Govindam Adipurusham is also one of the verse from the Ishopanishad itself. Srimad Bhagavatam is the natural commentary on this creed. Srila Sukadeva Goswami was a thoroughly realized master of the Vedanta Sutras because he had heard it for 16 years in detail about this Bhagavatam. We go to schools right from LKG to 12th class, then do some graduation, only it's all part by part. Somebody does in art, somebody does in science, somebody does in commerce, or somebody might go opt for the medical field. It's all only just actually see this Mahabharata, Bhagavatam, it also contains the science of economics, finance, everything is there. How we understand time to time. If you go in your regular life, if you are going through the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, every day you just read one shloka. There are 700 shlokas in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which is a Upanishad, it's a part of Mahabharata. If you read in one shloka and its translation purport, if you understand it, it will help you in your daily life, how to struggle in this existence. You need not renunciate everything. By continuing in your Grihastha Ashrama, that is family way of life, you have you stay with your parents, you get married, you have children, you take care of all responsibility. But try to read these literatures, particularly Sri Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is like a graduation course. Once you understand graduation, see, we do graduation, then go to PG. Similarly here, you first understand the Bhagavad Gita part, then come into the Bhagavatam. Again here in Bhagavatam also it is in 12 skandhas, right from the beginning we need to understand. Just we can't go into the 10th skanda which details about Sri Krishna's incarnation in Dwapara Yuga. So now here we are doing verse by verse. We are in the third verse of second chapter of first canto, that is first skanda. Sri Madhbhavatam, and just to show his boundless mercy upon bewildered materialistic men. See, Sukadeva Maharshi, he never expected anything from anybody. By giving lecture to Parikshit Maharaja or conveying to his disciples, and to his disciples, this Bhagavatam is carried on to us. It is only on mercy to show us we are bounded by this outside Prakriti, nature. We are bounded by this nature to get out of this life cycle of birth and death. By showing mercy, he has given us this Srimad Bhagavatam. Want to cross completely over the nescience, he recited for the first time this confidential knowledge. As soon as I was delivered, he took birth as 16 years old child without taking his, he took his blessing of my parent, he walked away. He just went to Parikshit Maharaja and he first narrated this Srimad Bhagavatam to him. He doesn't have any other spiritual master because his father, Vyasa Bhagavan himself, has imparted all the knowledge. There is no point in arguing that materialistic man can be happy. See, today many people, there is no value for rupee currency at all. If 1 rupee, even if you give it to beggar, just they throw it away. They don't accept. You give at least minimum 10 rupees or 20 rupees. There is no value. Even person who is earning crore of rupees, he thinks this crore is not sufficient. Initially, if you feel that if you have a lakh of rupees, you will be very happy. Then it goes to 10 lakh. It says, no, I should have at least 1 crore. Then after getting 1 crore, according to that, you take a big vehicle, some 50 lakhs BMW you will take. You want to buy some good property to stay in, and like that, that 1 crore is also not sufficient. Today's real estate value, 1 crore is nothing. You won't get even a small penthouse. You need to spend crores of rupees. So you say, oh, I should have at least 10 crores, 100 crores. Now presently the leaders, even they have thousands of crores, they are not content. They are not content. So materialistic men are never at all happy. They are never at all happy. That is what here they are telling. No materialistic creature, be he the great Brahma or an insignificant ant, can be happy. See, even ants, what they do for the entire season, when during the summer they come out, they carry the food and keep it stored for the rainy season. They make sufficient quantity of storage. Even Brahma is also not, he is having 100 years life, but unlike our 100 years, it is different 100 years. Our 1000 Chaturyugas, that is Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga and Kali Yuga, they put together it is 43,20,000 years. Into 1000 times is Brahma's daytime. Similar time is his one day, night time. Like that, into 365 days, into 100 years. You can take its crores and crores of this thing. Still, Brahma is not content. When Krishna is incarnated here, Supreme God Krishna himself has incarnated Krishna in Dwapara Yuga. Brahma, knowingly or unknowingly, he tested Krishna himself. He kidnapped 5 lakh gopis and 5 lakh cows and 1,000 cowherd boys, and hid him there for 1 year period, because he thought that Krishna incarnation, he was a magic boy, not the Supreme God. So he tested him. But otherwise, after 1 year, when he came down to see in his cave, all are there. And here Krishna, all are there, because Krishna has created, he has to take all the 5 lakh cows and 1,000 cowherd boys back to the village. Otherwise, their parents will be worried. So Krishna himself made into so many forms of 5 lakh cows and 1,000 cowherd boys, and every day they used to go. After 365 days, when Brahma came back, he saw there is one group of cowherd boys and cows in a cave where he has hidden them, and here along with Krishna he was surprised. And when he saw in the sky, he saw so many Brahmas. Some thousands of Brahmas, crores of Brahmas are there. Because in Akhila Koti Brahmanda, every Brahmanda is having Brahmaloka, and this all Brahmaloka Brahmas are there. And the present Chaturmukha Brahma in our Brahmanda is the junior most Brahma. So he tested Krishna like that. Krishna told to that Brahma, "Oh Chaturmukha Brahma, you are the junior most Brahma. Without unknowingly, with ill knowledge, you try to test me anyway. That is the good thing you have done, because so that my fame will be spread over." He did not punish Brahma. Though he has tested Krishna, he never punished Brahma. He said, "You have done a good thing, you have, because my fame would spread over. Everyone will know my power." So like that, you are right. Brahma, they have materialistic desires, not only mankind. Everybody has desire. Therefore, the materialist world is called the darkest region of God's creation. We find sunlight over here, but we are in the darkest region. We are in the darkest region. See, in our lives, we have seen so many dark, because we have taken so many births out of 84 lakhs different living beings. We must have taken, not one time, many times, repeatedly we have taken those births. Like ant we have taken 1,000 times, like mosquito we have taken lakh of times, like that we have taken after many births. God has given us an opportunity to the mankind. None of the other living beings have intelligence. Only mankind, they are having the intelligence. With this, our present intelligence, we should try to know the real fact. The real fact is that God is the supreme of all of us, all living beings, whether it is Brahma or ant or any microscopic this thing. So we need to understand that one, realize the real fact. Remembering Him, you do all your service. Do good deeds. Do good deeds, no bad deeds. You help yourself. You are helping by helping others, helping the society, helping the world. It's not that you are helping so many people. You are helping yourself to realize your own Atma self, which is eternal. Only this body is temporary, like our clothes, which when worn out we throw it. Like that, this Atma also just throws this body and it escapes from our body. It is eternal like God. God is eternal. We do not know when He is born or when He will never end. He is going to be continued. Similarly, when He created all the living beings, our Atma also, it has come out of His stomach. We are also eternal. Our Atma is not having any birth or death. Only this body. It's only transmission of this body whenever it gets worn out. So, to avoid that nuisance and other things, we need to understand this thing. Yet the unhappy materialistic can get out it simply by desiring to get out. Unfortunately, they are so foolish, they do not want to escape. See, you ask anybody, would you like to die? Means they say, no, I don't want to die, I want to live. They want long life. But again, long life, I desire long life. But in the service of God, I feel I'll be very happy in the service of God. It's not that I'm doing worship and all this. See, even to educate the public, we need to do some preaching. I am a grihastha still. I'm not saying I'm a monk. I'm a grihastha. I stay with my family. My family means my son and daughter-in-law, children are there. I stay with them. But at the same time, I want to spread about the fame of God. That's the reason I attend all these things. Because out of my experience also I can tell you so many things. We need to have complete faith in God as well as the scriptures given by our earlier sages. Today these books are published by the publishers and booksellers are selling it. But otherwise we need to have full faith in it, and only on authorized books which are compiled by our earlier sages. In today's time, there are many distorted versions are there. Please do not go to the distorted versions, because those will change our mind, will not keep our mind under control, and will be after the materialistic things only. To avoid all those things in the self-interest and to help the society and the our state, our country, and the world itself. We need to follow a bona fide scripture given by the bona fide spiritual masters. Therefore, fortunately, they are so foolish, they do not want to, they are compared to the camel who releases thorny twigs, because he likes the waste of the twigs mixed with the blood. See, these camels, they go in the deserts, they don't get any wet plants or wet things to eat. Whatever thorns are available in the desert, they try to consume them. They try to, while consuming them, what happens to thorns, when they stick to the tongues of the body and tongues of the camel, blood will flow out. Its own blood mixes with thorn, and that camel releases that thorn itself. Blood mixed with thorns, its own blood. So similarly here in this materialistic things, though we know we are bounded by this nature's so many materialistic things, and which are only temporary, though we feel happy for few minutes, to enjoy that one, we also suffer getting attracted to those things. He does not realize that it is his own blood and that his tongue is being cut by the thorn. Similarly to the materialistic, his own blood is as sweet as honey. And although he is always harassed by his own material creations, when we try to earn, we have so many harassments are there from different sources. Once you make lot of money with you, some inquiry will be made by the government, some CBI people will come, or police people will come, or income tax people, somebody they will come. Or if none of them are coming, dacoits will come and loot us. We are creating all these things again for giving an opportunity to others to loot us. Loot us, and we suffer by losing it. We say we have earned it by our hard, it's a hard earned money we say. But same hard earned money, they are taken away by so many other groups of people in different form, as taxes, penalties. If otherwise, whether CBI or income tax or police people, they come to us. Okay, you are having so many crores. I'll say I did not find anything, but you give me something in bribe, so many. He will take his own share. Right? Everybody will demanding, either in the tax form of a bribe, or dacoits will loot, so many things. And we will suffer because we have lost everything. We suffer. Out of hundreds of thousands of karmis, only a few may feel tired of material management and desire to get out of this labyrinth. Such intelligent persons are called jnanis. Even in Sri Bhagavad Gita is sung by Krishna himself. All these scriptures, Ramana is given by Valmiki Maharishi, other scriptures are given by Bhagavan Vedavasa, again who is also incarnate of Krishna. But Sri Bhagavad Gita is the Upanishad. It is in the form of song, 700 verses. It is sung by Krishna himself on the first day in the midst of the Kurukshetra battle, and in which Krishna has said, out of these crores and crores of mankind, only a lakh of persons might understand this Bhagavad Gita. And out of this a lakh of people, only a few thousands or thousand might understand me. And out of this thousand again, only a few, maybe one or two, will totally realize me, and the self-realization will happen, Atma, about the soul. They will be only liberated. So similarly here also saying, those people who are out of this labyrinth, out of this materialistic thing, they are known as such interpreters are called jnanis. The Vedanta Sutra is directed to such jnanis. So only such jnanis will go in detail of all these Puranas, Upapuranas, epics, and the Sri Bhagavatam. But Srila Vyasadeva, being the incarnation of Supreme Lord, see, Vyasadeva, he is the incarnation of Krishna himself. Supreme Lord could foresee the misuse of Vedanta Sutra by the unscrupulous men. Because the people who read Puranas, they understand these words in half. They read half, understand the meaning of the half. See, when you say that your Atma and Paramatma are the same thing, Atma is also eternal. Moksha means they say, I am also, moksha is something they think when the Atma liberates, it goes and joins with the Atma of Paramatma. It will never happen. Like we are different individuals over here. Different individuals over here. And Paramatma is there in everybody. Similarly, in the Golaka Vrindavana, the main Vrindavana where Krishna is there with Radharani in the Bhakti form. And in all Vaikunthas, in Akhilakota Brahmanda, there are like Brahmalokas, even Vaikunthas also there. There, Sri Krishna Paramatma is in the form of Mahavishnu, lying on the Adishesha with Lakshmi goddess. So, whichever Vaikuntha you reach, that is a moksha. It's not that we have to go to Golaka Vrindavana. That is very tough in our life to achieve that one. Anyway, we are going to Indi Vaikuntha also this thing. So, other people what they think is, who are liberated person, they go and merge with the Atma of Paramatma. That never happens. There also we get a different form, similar to Krishna over there in that Vaikuntha. And we will be doing the services to Krishna. Whatever he instructs, we will be following that one. So, in whoever these materialistic people, they read Puranas, or the Sanskrit people, they spread in a wrong way. Therefore, he personally supplemented this Bhagavatam, is the original commentary on the Brahma Sutras. Vyasa Bhagavan, he has compiled this Bhagavatam based on the Brahma Sutras itself. Again, here Brahma means it is not Chaturmukha Brahma. This Brahma refers to Supreme God, His principles. Hare Krishna. You can have darshan and you can sit and continue in the hearing. Srila Vyasadeva instructs Bhagavatam to his own son. Vyasadeva, after compiling this one, when his son was in his mother's womb, wife's womb, he has narrated this entire Bhagavatam to his son. Hare Krishna. Srila Sukadeva Goswami, who was already at the liberated stage of transcendence. Sukadeva Goswami, at the time of birth itself, is a liberated soul because he has complete knowledge of about Supreme God. So Sri Sukadeva Goswami personally and then explained it. By the mercy of Srila Sukadeva Goswami, the Bhagavata Vedanta Sutra is available for all these sincere souls who want to get out of this material existence. Whoever wants to get liberated. Again here, you need not renunciate any of your present living style. Continuing in the present living style, just follow the instructions given in the Bhagavatam. Just remember God. Whatever action you do, whether you do cooking, you do bathing, you travel in the bus, or every time you remember God, God, God. That is Krishna's name. It's not that you have to remember only Krishna's name. Krishna's name is fine, good. Otherwise, you remember any of his incarnations like Narasimha Swami, Rama, Krishna, Srinivasa, any of his main incarnations, remembering his glories, remembering his name, you will be liberated. You will be qualified for liberation. Srimad Bhagavatam is one of the unrivaled commentary on Vedanta Sutra. Here there is nobody has commented against the Bhagavatam because it is given us in a detail by Sri Vedas Bhagavan himself. Sripada Shankara Swami intentionally did not touch it because he knew that the natural commentary would be difficult for him to surpass. Even Adi Shankaracharya, I am not talking about the Shankaracharyas, present time Shankaracharyas. I am telling you about the Adi Shankaracharya about 5000 years ago when Kali Yuga has started. Because before the Kali Yuga has started, Krishna Paramatma has instructed Lord Shiva to take the incarnation of Adi Shankaracharya and to spread his philosophy. Because in Kali Yuga, Krishna said, all will be following adharma. Nobody will follow dharma. So he wanted Shiva to preach his philosophy, where Lord would be kept in a cloud. Supreme Lord would be kept in a cloud, and all this Mayavadi philosophy from Adi Shankaracharya. But again Shiva knows that Krishna is the supreme God. For that reason, he never commented on Srimad Bhagavatam, and he himself accepted Krishna as the supreme God. He worships Krishna. Not only Lord Shiva, all the 33,000 crores devatas, they are the devotees of God. They follow all the instructions given by him. For example, Vayudeva, he has to give air to us. Air to us, he gives air to us. Not only to us, to all the living beings. And Agni has to give fire, he will give fire. Like each devata is having different duties. Even for us to blink eyelids, there is different devata. For us to move hands, there is different devata. For our movement, there is different devata. All these devatas are working under the instruction of the Supreme God, and they are following all rules and regulations. Only we, because of ignorance, we forget the Supreme God. We have promised Him when we are in the mother's womb, but we forgot once we are delivered. We are attracted with nature, and we are following our own extra intelligence for acquiring so many unwanted things, undesired things. So that we need not do. So Sripad Shankaracharya intention did not touch it because he knew that the natural commentary would be difficult for him to surpass, because it is the instructions of God that he should not bring Supreme God in this Kali Yuga into everybody's knowledge. Only few people, Gnanis, they will understand him, others will not understand. In this Kali Yuga, the persons are like that. For that reason, he did not touch it. He wrote this Saririka Bhashya, and also so-called followers deprecated the Bhagavatam as some new presentation. One should not be misled by such propaganda directed the Bhagavata by the Mayavada, this thing. They are all distorted versions. So those distorted versions we should not accept. From this introductory sloka, because though we are in the third verse of this second chapter, this is the first sloka narrated by Sutta Goswami in reply to the other munis. So the beginning students should know that Srimad Bhagavatam is the only transcendental literature meant for those who are Paramahamsas and completely freed from the material disease called malais. We are all mixed with this malais. That is the reason we are suffering. Sometimes we understand Supreme God, but again, in very few moments when we go out of this temple or house, from our temple at home also, once we come out, we forget. Attracted to the nature. So we are mixed with malais. Only for Paramahamsa, great Gnanis. So it's not that we are cannot become Gnanis. We can also become Gnanis. That is the reason we are doing this preaching. Everyone should come out of this malais thing. For that purpose, please concentrate on this one. Whatever you hear here, you try to explain it to your, because how to remember? For remembering repeatedly, if you not just hearing or reading, even by narrating whatever you heard over here, you out of old age, your parents may not be able to do it by themselves. You just explain them about the Srimad Bhagavatam. You explain to your children, you explain to your husband or other spouse. Like that, by doing that one, when you sit with your friends, you just, instead of discussing some unwanted things with friends about some movies or something else, you try to preach whatever you heard here. Like that you can remember. It's not that you have to say Krishna, Krishna, but preaching about this Bhagavatam to others also, it is a part of chanting only. It's also part of chanting only. Like that, you please try to do the preaching. You will also remember the Bhagavatam narration every day. The Mayavadis are envious of personality of God. They are jealous about Supreme God, Mayavadis. Godhead, despite Sripada Shankaracharya's admission that Narayana, see here also they are giving, that is the Adi Shankaracharya about 5,000 years ago. He also knows, he said Narayana is the Supreme. Again, Narayana means we are dependent upon Supreme God. Ayana means dependence. On whom we are depending? Nara. Nara is the We are human beings. Human beings are depending on the Supreme God. That's the reason the name Narayana is also given to Krishna. Narayana is nothing different from Krishna. Krishna, Narayana, Mahavishnu, all these are one and the same for different purpose. For different purpose. Vishnu means he is spread all over. Because he is all over, spread all over is known as Vishnu. So each name has its own meaning, which all is meant it's connected to the Krishna only. The personality of Godhead is above the material creation. That is, Narayana is above the material creation. But the envious Mayavadi cannot have access to the Bhagavatam. But those who are really anxious to get out of this material may take shelter of this Bhagavatam. So, you just regularly attend the Bhagavata classes and understand it. And by repeating these things in your family and friends, you can remember it very well. Bhagavatam, because it is uttered by the liberated Sukadeva Swami. This Bhagavatam is immediately, as soon as he has taken the birth, he has imparted his knowledge to Parikshit Maharaja. It is the transcendental torchlight by which one can see perfectly the transcendental absolute truth realized as Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. This Bhagavan, Supreme God, is known to us in three different forms. One is as Paramatma, he is within us, within every living being he is there. Within us he is the Paramatma, but we can't see him. To see him, we can see as this one, Brahman. As also Brahman, we see like if sun is there, sun rays are also there. So you can consider sun as a sun god, himself as a Narayana, because within sun also Narayana is there. So you can see him. Seeing the sun also you can think about that. And again Bhagavan. Bhagavan means the supreme authority. So like that in three forms you can remember him. We have completed the narration of purport of this third verse today. Now since we are coming to an end, we will chant his name for some time and then for disperse for today. Tomorrow morning again we have Bhagavad class at 8:30. Please repeat with me all the chanting mantra also. You can sit down. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Loudly. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. This is the Hare Krishna is the Mahamantra given by Srila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu around 600 to 700 years ago. Because this is the Kali Yuga. We don't have enough time to do all the sacrifices or penance or anything like in the earlier yugas what sages were doing for thousands of years. During Treta Yuga also they were doing yagas, yagnas, but now we can't do all those things. In Dwapara Yuga also they were doing archanas, worship and sacrifice also. Since we don't have the time, see in doing penance, they have God has manifested before the sages. During the Treta Yuga sacrifices, Rama himself is incarnated as a man, as an ordinary man, and he has shown how to respect all the elders, how to behave with the wife, how to stay with the brothers, how to behave with the animals like Jambavanta or Jatayu, Pakshis, how to stay with all the four Varnas like Guha and Shabari also. They are tribals. He has shown all those things. They did not think that Rama was God at that time. Only now we know. Because we read Ramayana scripture, we know that Rama is God, Supreme God. But in that time they did not know him. He thought he is the very good Uttama Vyakti. So they made him Purushottama. In Dwapara Yuga, Krishna has exhibited during right from childhood, he has exhibited so many Divya activities. Everybody thought he is blessed with God's blessing. He is doing all those magical this thing. But otherwise, he has shown, tried to instruct Bhagavad Gita so many times. But in a different way has instructed many people while dancing with gopis, while showing his form to his, in the mouth open to Yashoda Mata, that showing Virat Swarupa to Dhritarashtra. And Bhagavad Gita like 10 times he has shown it during his incarnation in Dwapara Yuga. But again people never understood him. So in order to facilitate the Kali Yuga people who are all occupied in materialistic bondage, Krishna himself has incarnated as a devotee, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he has given us this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which doesn't need any sanctity. By chanting the Mahamantra itself, we become purified. It can be chanted 24 hours all the time. There are no restrictions. There are other restrictions for other mantras like Ashtakshi Mahamantra, Om Namo Naranaya. Now I am preaching, I am telling you that Mahamantra, but that cannot be recited like this. I have to do that meditation only after taking early morning bath, before taking water also. And I cannot chant when I am in somebody's ceremonies is going on or some rituals are going on. I cannot chant those mantras. And once I have water also in the morning, I can't chant Mahamantra. Like that, other mantra also there are so many restrictions are there. But whereas for this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that itself is a mantra which makes us purified. So while taking bath, if you chant that mantra, you will be doing the Abhishekam of Paramatma within our side. Within our inside, Paramatma is residing. You will be doing Abhishekam of him. So while having the food, expressing gratitude for the food which he has, Paramatma, God has given it to us. So like that, chant that Mahamantra. While cooking also you can do the Mahamantra chanting. While traveling in the bus or car, you can chant that Mahamantra. So 24 hours into 7 days, into 365, into 100 years, as long as we live in this world, please chant this Mahamantra without any restrictions, because we need to get out of this life cycle. Because out of 84 lakhs living beings, we do not know which birth we are going to take after this. If we do perform good deeds, we might go to heavenly planets, enjoy heavenly planets. There we can't do our this Papa Karma, Punya Karma. We will enjoy only good karma and come back again here. While coming back, we do not know we'll take human birth or animal birth, or we go to some hell for getting some punishment over there. So to avoid all these things, we need to be liberated. Liberation is from this birth and death life cycle. This birth and death is like our journey in train. In journey in train, we get into the train, so many passengers are there, unknown passengers, strangers. We do not know who will get down where. Similarly, we also do not know whether our parents will go first or we will go first or our children will go first. So, we, right from childhood, we should practice remembering God, because at the end of this life, we do not know in what stage we will be there, whether we will be in coma or paralytic condition or handicapped condition, or suddenly somebody will stab and murder us, or we meet with some accident and die on the spot. So remembering at that time, it is very difficult. So when we are healthy, when we practice these things, Krishna will know everybody who is doing what they are doing. So like that He will have His mercy on us. Even in the last moment, we do not remember Him. I have experienced in my own family members remembering the God and going. I don't want to tell it personally because it's going recorded on live. I don't want to tell anything personal, but out of experience I am telling you that we need to remember God, so that in the Antakala we have to take His this thing. Antakala of the 5th sloka in 8th chapter of Bhagavath Gita. This one, 8th chapter it is there, 5th sloka. In that one it says that we need to take His name so that we get liberalized. We can go to any of the Vaikunthas, we are liberated. You don't worry about the Goloka Vrindavana, reaching Goloka Vrindavana. We can reach any Vaikuntha. So, for today we will disperse. Jai Sri Radha Gopinath ki, Jai Sri Jagannath Baldev Sodar Bhai ki, Jai Sri Narsingh Bhagwan ki, Jai Sri Prahlad Maharaj ki, Jai Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Jai Sri Pantattva ki, Jai Sri Madhbhavatam Granth ki, Jai Shri Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna.